Hi everyone, it's Ayana from Ayana's Creations. I am making this video today in order to give you guys a small tour of my own personal craft space. The reason why I call it a space is because technically I don't have my own official room yet. I'm using a sort of storage system that I got from a particular company, which I will show you in just a bit. And the reason why I chose to make this video today is because I'm going to be in the process of moving soon, so I know there's going to be a period where my stuff is all unorganized and scattered everywhere, and I don't really know when the next time I'd have the opportunity to make a video like this. So I figured I would just whip out the camera and show you guys today. So enough talking, let's just get started. Come on. Okay, so here we are in my craft area. I apologize for the horrible angle. Where I work right now is actually in a landing area of my house, so this is as far back as the camera can go without, falling down the stairs. Anyways, for those of you who are not familiar with what this is called a workbox. It's basically a big wooden armoire type storage box. It's from the company, the original Scrapbox.com, and I will definitely post a link for that company on my blog. Oh, fantastic company, by the way. And basically, this piece just opens up and has a bunch of different compartments, different bins, and different drawers to hold all of my supplies. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for you guys right now. Ta-da! Okay, so as you can see, I have opened this all up, and you can see that it's revealed a bunch of different drawers and several different compartments. It obviously has a lot of stuff that it holds. I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera right now and just switch around the angle so that I can give you guys a better look at what I store in each of these spaces. So here we are in my scrap box. It is all opened up, as you can see. I am just gonna go ahead and start explaining what each area is and what it has, basically. As you can see, these are like the inside doors. There's two of them, and they're each lined with Velcro. So basically anything that you attach Velcro to will stick onto here. But you can customize it to things that you want to add too. For instance, I added this dry erase board, and it's basically what I use to write like shopping lists and things that I want to buy, things that I need to do. As far as my die cuts, this is what I use for storage of my nestabilities, which is what I love when it comes to die cuts. I just have these magnetic folders, and it just holds different sets. Here's some paper tray ink dies. Here's some nestabilities. Hopefully that's coming up. So I have a few of those. Here's another one. You can see some circle sets, the little couch sets, and some other spellbinder. More in detail about what I have in each of these sections, I'm just going to go through the drawers real quick. I have these bigger drawers on this side, and then the smaller drawers more towards the inside of the workbox. I have a bunch of miscellaneous things, and these labels I made myself with a label maker. Stuck it on index cards, and each of the drawers have these little pockets, which makes it really easy to organize your stuff. I have a bunch of embossing powders here, my clear stamps, my rubber stamps, a bunch of Stampin' Up! Sets. Here in this plastic bin that I added is where I keep my punches. I just needed something that was a little bit sturdier for these heavy punches, so I went ahead and stuck this little bin in, and that helps a lot. And these little drawers are great for just things that you don't have a lot of, or they're not big enough to take up the space of these bigger drawers, so you just stick them in here. Here's where I keep chalk. Bunch of different colors of chalk. I have perfect pearls in here and some brushes. Here's where I keep my heat gun for embossing. Here's where I keep stickles. Also in the back here I have Q-tips, which comes in handy when I don't want to get my fingers dirty and I want to spread some around in some areas. I just use Q-tips. That helps sometimes if anybody wants to try that. I also have my clear blocks here. A few different sizes, some big, some small, some mini sizes. Here is where I have all of my twine, various different colors. I have neutral colors, and then I have baker's twine, which is really popular right now, all the different bright colors. So that's that. Here's where I have sponges. I have some ink tools here, ink blending tools, and then I have other sponges with different colors that I just change. Hopefully that's showing up in the shot. I also have these bunch of these little mini sponge daubers that I use for adding color. And more sponges back here. And then this little drawer is also titled as sponges, and here's where I keep the Stampin' Up! Sponges that I just cut in fourths and use these for different colors. And I also have these bigger sponge daubers, which I like. And then here I just have my blender pens and some Sukaneko, whatever these are called, and the brushes for watercoloring from Stampin' Up! Haven't used those in a while, but I gotta bring those out again. Okay, moving right along to this side, I have a bunch of solid color paper here, the 12 by 12, and then on this side I have a bunch of pattern paper. Here's where I keep all my white paper, which is mainly the Nina Solar White brand. That's usually what I use for Copic coloring and for basically a lot of my cards. And then these two drawers are, I label them as work in progress. Sometimes if I cut out things and I don't end up using them, I stamp them, I color them, but just don't end up using them, I just stick it in here. This is really just kind of like a catch-all drawer. Moving right along, in these center drawers or shelves, I have just a bunch of like miscellaneous tools. I have some adhesives, some acetate, my Stamp-A-Majig, some Post-it notes, snow pens, little spray bottles, and sanding blocks, just a bunch of little tools that I just randomly reach for, and that's in these three shelves. I have some idea books and magazines here. Here I have two ribbon boxes, which these both came from the same company that I got this work box from. Here's pattern paper, cards and envelopes in here, all my scraps. I'm sure everybody has like a scrap drawer. Down here is where I keep my Cricut Expression, which I have not used in a while. I also have my Cuttlebug here. This is my small collection of Copic markers. This is all that I have. Try to do the best that I can with this selection here. So now we're on to the right section of the scrap box. I'm gonna be talking about what I have in these drawers. Up here I have some paints and one bottle of Glimmer Mist that I haven't used yet, but I've been meaning to use it. Here are all my alcohol inks. Here are just some Sharpie markers, some pens and pencils. I have some Gamsol and my white gel pen, my little black thin marker that I always use for faux stitching, some Prisma color pencils, and also some Crayola color pencils. Here I have it labeled as blades and rulers. I just keep my little X-Acto knife. I have a paper piercer. I have rulers and this little foam piece that I use when paper piercing. Here's where I keep all my scissors. These are my favorite ones to cut little detailed areas. And then I have a bunch of other regular scissors. Here, I'm actually low on my stash right now, but here is where I usually keep dimensionals. The Stampin' Up! Ones are my favorite that I need to place another order for, but I also have this foam adhesive and then some other pop dots of other brands. And here's where I keep all my tags. I have white and cream colored and just different sizes. Up here I keep all my ink refills. Here I have some quilling tools. I'm not sure if these are showing up in the shot. Here is where I keep all my repeat impression stamps. This is one of the teams that I designed for, and they have, it's great because they send their stamps, or you have the option of getting the stamps mounted or unmounted. And since I am limited on my storage space, this is great because it doesn't take up much room at all. So I have all these stamps and they all fit in this drawer because I don't have them on wood blocks, and I just use regular clear blocks when I'm going to stamp with these. Here are two more shells full of ribbon. I have more grosgrain ribbon, some scraps, ribbon scraps in here. And then on this side, I have like lots of paper tray ink, satin ribbon, some from Denami Design. I have my ribbon scissors that I keep just in this drawer, and some Hero Arts lace ribbon. This is actually the ribbon drawer that I reach for the most. This is mainly flowers and buttons. I have Hero Arts flowers that you can color, some other flowers, lots of buttons, different colors, basic gray, Denami Design, paper tray ink, lots and lots of buttons.
Here's where I keep brads, eyelets, and beads, and rhinestones. Lots of different pearls too. I'll show you. I have a lot of them clipped here, so I can just, reach for this and figure out what I want, what color rhinestones, what size pearls that I want to use. Here's my paper trimmer. This is where I keep my small paper trimmers. I do have a big heavy-duty one that is somewhere over there. I have this one from Fiskars, and I have another one from Fiskars in there too. Also, I have this one that I use, and I just keep here to the side. It's not small enough to fit in this drawer, so that's why it's over here on the side for 12 by 12 papers. I have a bunch of Cuttlebug folders. You can see I have a lot. I'm trying to think of a better way to store these. I keep them in the boxes right now, but I think I'm going to get rid of these cases and just switch to just having them loose, and probably I'll label each one so I can remember the name. Here's where I have a bunch of Stampin' Up! Ink pads. This is where I keep most of my border punches, right here. Here's another Stampin' Up! Ink shelf. This is another color family, and I have some Kaleidoscope ink pads back here. Here is adhesives. This is anything from glue dots to tape rollers to little mini Xyron machine to score tape, removable adhesive, let me see, glossy accents, just any type of adhesive goes in here. And more ink pads down here. Let me see, and some more punches actually. Punches are actually everywhere. I stick them anywhere. Here's my Memento, my Versamark, my black. These are basically my neutral colors that are not Stampin' Up! Some gold and silver, just a bunch of neutral color ink pads in here. And here's where I keep my stamp cleaner. This is anything to do with cleaning stamps. I have baby wipes, I have a scrubber pad, I have stamp cleaner, sponge dauber things, and the StazOn one back here. And then I also have this rag that I use to clean stamps too, and I basically just put the stamp cleaner on here and I'll just scrub them with this, and if I need to scrub more, then I'll use my stamp scrubber pad. Down here, oh wow, I have even more ink pads and some more border punches, but here's where I keep most of my distress inks. I have quite a few colors, and I won't bring it up, but there's another shelf full of tape, and then I also have my score pal that I keep down here. Love this thing. And finally, this is the other Velcro door. I just wanted to show you how I personalize my little space that I have here. I have this little frame that I got, and I just attach Velcro to the back of it, and it's magnetic, and I just printed out these pictures. It's me and my boyfriend, me and my sister, me and some friends. These are old pictures actually, and I just stuck them on here, but I can add more pictures here. I can add little hooks, which I have down here. This is just one example. Right now I just have doilies and some masks attached to it. About one of my favorite parts of this scrap box, and it's the fact that it comes with this table. This is actually where I work and where I make all of my projects. Again, I apologize for not being able to be in the shot completely, but basically you just lift it up. It's super easy, not heavy at all whatsoever. It comes out like this. You just adjust the legs, and that's it. There's a ton of workspace. It's super, super sturdy, and like I said, this is where I do all of my crafting. But I also work on one of these types of paper pads. Just to show you guys real quick, I use this as scrap paper. I use it as like a cushion to stamp. I love these pads. It's just super helpful whenever I'm making something. And another great feature is the fact that there's even more storage space underneath here. Okay, so unfortunately my camera battery ended up dying. I did go ahead and charge it for a little bit, and that's what I'm using right now, so I didn't want to just stop the video right then and there. But basically, I just want to thank you guys for watching my video. Again, I will be posting the links to the company that I got the workbox from on my blog. Any questions that you guys have, any comments, anything, feel free to write me an email or write it in the comment section on my blog. I always love hearing from you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing my space where I craft, and just want to say thanks for watching.